I'm telling you my truth. Like,
No! My truth? There is no my truth. There's your opinion and there's the truth. It is time for the Scrapple in the Big Apple, the tell-all brawl, and the pick-me's versus the F-boys, if you know what I mean, because that is basically what it has devolved into part 1 of 2 of the tell-all for 90 Day Fiancé Hunt for Love. And is anyone really shocked here? I mean, if I'm being honest with you, about half of it was just kind of just filler, and then half of it was kind of interesting with stuff we see coming, but yet just drama unfolds with, I guess a little bit we didn't really know, but yet aren't really shocked by. So let's get right into it. But first, make sure you hit that subscribe, comment also, helps with the algorithm, get the video up. I appreciate all of y'all and all the support.
The interactions that Jen and I had, I definitely could.
Now, first off, I don't know why Rob came in here looking like he's about to direct a show at an observatory and tell about all the constellations, but, all right, he's definitely peacocking a bit.
Been doing tarot for, I don't know, a long time.
Been doing it for a long time. I guess that just pretty much proves that it's not a real thing, considering the fact that Colt can't figure out what the hell's going on in his own life. Now, they obviously, this one's interesting, because in context is everything, and hindsight is 2020. But seeing this right now, they had Elise and Cole come in at the same time to kind of elicit some drama, if you will. When is it real drama or is it fake drama? I guess you have to wait and see. He brought a tackle box of his skincare needs.
Like your body spray.
Do you?
Hand sanitizer.
What?
And then we've got the smoothing stones as well for the...
You need a tackle box for all that for one, and do you really need your body spray? How much are you having to spray yourself? What kind of odors you got coming about you? That plays later, them being all buddy-buddy, because as you can see how Cortney and Colt react a little bit later, so that one does become a little bit interesting.
You look like a model. I just wanted to be just like you.
she does. Yeah, that's the face of a winner.
High school cliques. It's like a hierarchy or something, and I just felt excluded.
Why the hell would you feel excluded, Cortney? Why? Tell me. Because the fact is Cortney was one that was all up in the drama and spreading gossip every chance she get. By her own admission, she can't keep a secret. And yet, here she is saying she felt excluded. If you feel excluded, it's because of your own doing. It was very high school, though. I'll give you that.
I went into Tulum only dating men.
Oh, okay.
But now, I guess you could say the way that I'm dating has changed.
I guess you could say you struggle to read what is on the teleprompter, because damn if that didn't sound not natural at all. But yes, I guess you could say your dating ways have changed, considering the fact that you decided to date someone that I'm still not convinced is not your brother.
This is the 2025 Vampire Jack, right?
Vampire Jack?
This is the magician. He came in. I swear, if Tim came in and said, here's some flowers, and here's a rabbit out of my hat, and pigeons just flew out of his armholes, I would not be shocked at all, because the boy looks like a damn magician. And you know what? I'll give you that. A vampire magician. I would probably pay to see that show. So go on, Tim. Do your thing.
Hey, guys.
And then Chantel walks up, and damn if she doesn't look like an assistant to the magician of Tim, the vampire magician.
Yes, still together to this day.
Why?
I'm surprised. Not gonna lie.
Okay, Colt, this is the first of many of Colt trying to put his hat in the ring for creating drama, because I guess he's just trying to get ahead of things and, take everything off of him. But I don't disagree with the fact that not only am I not surprised, but I would have thought Cole would have ran for his life at this point, because, look, issues aside with Cole and his, acting like they were married or something after knowing each other for 2 days, that was problem enough. But Jen is on a whole different level.
I have so much opinion on that guy.
What?
He's so fake.
What?
Whoa.
What?
Okay.
It's like, damn, shots fired. Like, this seems like it came out of nowhere. Now, I may not be fully up on these, social media feuds that all these people seem to have, but Usman saying he's so fake out of nowhere, I mean, it was a little bizarre.
You should have just wrote. You have my phone number, Usman.
This is so very, very high school. As you can see, the theme of everything is that these people are not adults. This is all based on Tim blocking and unblocking Usman, and Usman saying, how could you block me or unblock me? This is the most petty BS I've ever seen. And this is the epitome of social media drama in this age we live in.
Broke his leg that their relationship truly blossomed.
Maybe that says something there, the fact that it took him breaking his leg to all of a sudden she realized, even despite the way Colt has been in the past with his relationships, that's when she realized, oh, he's the one, right? Because when she was taking care of him. Yeah, there might be a problem there.
I moved in with Courtney and her parents in Orlando, and I've been staying there now. And it's definitely different.
Yeah, and obviously very, very different because as we know, some things have changed since they filmed this, obviously, as her parents seem to have kicked him out, is what the word on the street is. Now, maybe there was a set time to get out, who knows, but it's just funny that they were all about each other now, except for all the cracks that were showing through. And yet, hindsight again, because we know that he is no longer there with her.
No, I didn't disrespect him. I did not disrespect him.
You did disrespect him.
Okay, the disrespect, this is an interesting statement here, and it gets even a little worse from Tim. I think he really took this personal for no reason, really stemming from maybe some stuff he went through when he was in school. But he starts to say a lot of things about what Usman did. Usman, yeah, he was being kind of a dick. All right, he was. But guys do this all the time. You know, when we're not happy with each other, whatever, we call each other names, we move on. Saying that you know, how he was being so mean to Colt and everything. Colt is a piece of garbage. So what Usman did was wrong, but Colt is also not a great person. Why are you sitting here dying on this hill, Tim, to defend Colt against Usman saying you're not a man? I would just laugh that off. Just laugh it off. Who cares? Usman, the guy who tried to catfish several older women from America for game systems and potentially a green card? Laugh that crap off.
You are a female and you pick it up.
He'd say you're a female. Oh, Tim got him there by hitting the screen and knocking him on the floor. I mean, this is so petty and ridiculous. Like, Tim, you really got so mad in that moment to hit the screen. You know damn well Usman's not there. What do you think happened? Like, you're just going to knock him off? They're going to set him right back up. They'll get another screen and have him right back beside you to create the drama. All you did was possibly hurt your little hand.
Rubbish.
He's still talking.
You are a very stupid guy. I don't know.
He's laying on the ground saying, you are a very, very, very stupid guy. You're very stupid, Tim. He's like laying on his back, probably looking at the ceiling at this point.
I'm sorry now because I'm on stage and everybody's attacking me? No.
Yeah.
Don't be a bully.
Okay, see that part right there? Everything is bullying now. And Tim, no, just don't be a freaking bully. All right, Usman? No. I mean, like, look, I like Tim, okay. I mean, Tim seems like a pretty nice guy, but he's taking this and running with it, and I really think he's drawing on whatever he went through as a kid. You know, maybe he was picked on. It's not right. But, you know, it's different between getting shoved in a locker 24/7, getting actually beat up all the time, and saying that Usman's a bully. Usman's not bullying anybody. Come on. You can not like his statements, but calling him a bully, everything is not bullying. Someone says something you don't like, calls you a name, it doesn't equate to bullying. It just doesn't. So Tim needs to be able to separate the two here, because you don't have to like Usman. I sure as hell don't. I think he's a piece of garbage. But bullying in this case, nah. Colt has done so much worse anyway. This can be more amounted to guys ribbing each other or, you know, basically having a disagreement, not really liking each other. So you're saying things that aren't really great, but it's not bullying.
What's wrong with Colt? He designs video games. He's super smart. He's gotten more pussy than...
Oh, is that really what we're going with? Is he's so smart, he designs video games, he's so successful, which is the same reason why he's homeless, he's got money to travel around, but no money to actually pay bills, can't keep a relationship, and then now he's living with Courtney's parents. But no, let's talk praises of Colt. He's a piece of garbage too. Two things can be true at once. Usman can be a piece of garbage, and Colt can be a piece of garbage. But Tim, you hitching your wagon to Colt to defend him is a little ridiculous.
Oh, he doesn't love Courtney. He's just using her for a place to stay and like medical insurance. And all of this stuff. And
I don't know about the medical insurance, but the fact about him using her for a place to stay definitely ended up being at least partially true. She's talking about a bunch of his exes going on there and saying that. You probably should have listened to him, because I think his exes might have been right in a lot of instances, because Colt is garbage.
We've been talking for about a year, and we had plans to see her after I came back from Mexico.
Oh, okay.
I told him,
by the way, he's talking about someone that he was talking to before he went to Mexico, and they had plans to meet up after Mexico. You know what that says? It's all fake. It's all BS, because if you actually went there with a plan to try to meet someone and have this whole hunt for love experience, you're not setting up with someone to meet when you get back. You are going there thinking it's actually going to work. No, because Colt is a victim of this universe, or a perpetrator of this 90-day universe, in the fact that he rides it out, creates it, gets a paycheck, and then moves on to the next show that they'll have him. So he just basically admitted what we all know about the show, which is that people just write it out to try to make a paycheck, and a lot of it is not real. Now, maybe sometimes it's real. Maybe some people they bring on are legitimate, but the ones that are like Colt that have been around forever, not so legitimate.
yeah, basically as erectile dysfunction.
Well,
okay, well, we're just going to go there with all this. So basically, they haven't slept together yet, but they did a few other things. However, Colt did acknowledge that he's on a bunch of medications and things which can cause this, but who knows? He's also a user, so who knows what the hell's going on. He may have literally just been trying to use her for a place to stay because he was homeless. That wouldn't really shock me either.
Producers, do we have that picture?
So Carlo decides to poke at Tiffany with a picture with Elise's face and thinks like, oh, I won, I got you, I'm trying to get under your skin, when, you know what I'd say? You paid probably $30 for that garbage t-shirt that you're never going to wear again to troll me? Seems like you're the one that lost, buddy. I mean, why not just laugh about how stupid Carlo actually is?
Well, there's girl code. If you would have said,
oh,
Tiff, there's something more for me there, and I'm a little...
Girl code. So Elise is basically saying you took out your frustrations on me. And then here we go again, whether it's guy code, whether it's girl code in these shows, now she's claiming there's girl code. Y'all had no loyalty to each other. Now, maybe you could argue some things were grimy that Elise did. You could argue some things were grimy that Tiffany did. And definitely some things were grimy that Carlo did. He is the piece of garbage of it all. But talking about girl code when in reality y'all have no loyalty to each other is really kind of a ridiculous statement. And the reality is that Tiffany should have ran the other way anyway, because Carlo already acted like he didn't want nothing to do with her after she mentioned she had kids. The only reason he came back is because she started talking to others. There was your sign right there, your red flag, but you took it hook, line, and sinker and let him back in.
Exactly. It didn't seem like you were really interested in truly courting Elise from this.
Of course he wasn't interested in courting her. He was interested in one thing, and it involved alcohol and some intimate acts.
What was he saying to you specifically, though?
He told me he didn't feel attracted to her.
So, of course, shocker, things that were not shown on camera is a little more context, saying that Carlo was basically telling Elise that he wasn't attracted to Tiffany. This wouldn't shock me even a little bit. Not at all, because this is what they do. They manipulate the whole system. They show the footage they want to show, and there's so much more footage with so much more context that you don't see. Now, they can't show everything, obviously. There's only so many hours in the show. But they definitely leave stuff out that would give more context to any given situation.
You didn't say you made a mistake and dumb person?
What?
No.
No, I could tell. That guy looks like an intelligent, non-lying person. That's the face of that guy.
You texted it to me.
This is what I don't understand. They all have these text messages, these receipts. Well, they don't all, but a lot of them will have receipts of text messages and things like that they can show. At what point do people stop texting this crap to people? It really makes me think that Carlo actually wanted it out there to get more screen time at the reunion or something. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be good screen time because everyone's going to hate him. But either way, it makes you think, are these people really that stupid?
I'm telling you my truth. Like,
No! My truth? Oh my gosh. He just went to the lowest of the low level of the bar. He buried it in the ground, and he dug it up and buried it some more. My truth? There is no my truth. There's your opinion, and there's the truth. And now you're trying to resort to that because you are caught. You are caught with sending text messages, talking trash about other people, and yet here you are, so you resort to my truth? What a low-life, cowardly piece of garbage non-man he is.
Like, I don't remember doing that.
It's not your truth. It's just the real truth.
Credit to Tiffany for calling that out. Now, it wouldn't shock me if she would be the same type of person that would say my truth at some point, but at least in this instance, she's saying it's not your truth, it's the truth, and there's nothing else to it because she's got the receipts right there with the text messages. So, credit where it's due, Tiffany.
I think I'm a pussy because I don't stand up to Jen, or that I don't stand up to Rob here.
Okay, so this is the interesting thing about this. They basically put Cole on the spot to call out Carlo because of things that Carlo was saying behind his back. They're supposed to be good friends. You could tell Cole didn't want to do this. He's quivering in his voice the whole time through. You can tell he's either terrified or about to break down crying. One or the other. And either way, he didn't want to do this little confrontation that they orchestrated. That's pretty clear. He was going to just fly under the radar and hope that never got brought up. Of course, you're on a tell-all. What do you expect?
You're fat and ugly, right? You're a dumb bitch.
Woo!
Wow.
Damn.
Producers, can we see those texts?
Let's see. All right, Tiffany's never been with a guy that looks like me. She was 300 pounds 5 years ago. I mean, damn. That is what Carlos says. Couple things here. For one, what the hell kind of over egotistical BS is this from Carlo when he just basically blew up everything he had going for him on the show because that's what kind of piece of garbage he is. For two, listen, I think there's a place and time for telling people, hey, you are overweight, extremely. You need to get healthy. That's a little different than him just trashing her here for what? To say you were 300 pounds 5 years ago? You should be praising her for losing the weight, for actually having the motivation to be able to get there and get to a healthier level. That's something to be praised. That's the same kind of thing that people will say, like, when there's overweight people and they're in the gym or something. They're always talking about how people will look at them, stare at them, all these kind of things. 9 times out of 10, the people in the gym are going to see that, and not only will they be motivated and happy by seeing someone in there trying to change their life, but they will want to help them get to a better place, because that's the kind of stuff that is inspirational. But yet here is Carlo breaking it down and trying to talk trash about Tiffany, saying you were 300 pounds 5 years ago. So what? Good for her for getting to the point she's at. And you know what? You are going to end up alone. That's it. That's the end of it. You're going to end up alone, wondering what happened with your life, probably homeless because of the piece of garbage you are.
Tim, why don't you just stay over there and shut the up?
What?
Oh, that looks... Tim, why don't you just stay over there and shut the F up, okay, Tim? Colt, my God, even if your leg wasn't broken, you wouldn't be doing nothing. And quite frankly, I think I'd put my money on Tim in a fight. Good Lord. This is what happened here. They're basically, they're asking for Colt to, Carlo to respond. But the reality is he was just called out on about 5 or 6 lies, telling different things to different people. And yet Colt and Cortney still tried to defend him, which makes no sense. You can have a friend, but call them out. They can still be your friend and you can say, why are you doing that, man? Why are you lying? Why are you doing this BS? That's stupid. But yet they won't even do that because they're disingenuous people. It's ridiculous.
So bad for Carlo. Everybody's attacking him.
Why?
Everybody's talking shit.
Oh, yeah.
Tim and Tiffany were the biggest shit talkers at the resort.
Like, listen, I don't disagree with you that everyone talked trash at some point, but Cortney talking about how other people were some of the biggest trash talkers when she was the biggest spreader of gossip there was is hilarious, and she has no self-awareness whatsoever. Her and Colt deserve each other.
His ex, and now his BFF.
Why?
Everybody, let's welcome Veronica. Veronica, come on out.
Explain to me why they're bringing Veronica back out again. Like they trot her out here every show they have for what? She has had so many failed relationships, it's ridiculous. The only thing you're coming out here for now is because you're Tim's friend. It makes no sense. Get some new people. Stop going to you're like a dying franchise, or a baseball team or an NFL franchise or something like that. You're like a dying one that has people that have been in there and they're all in their 40s and no one can play anymore and you can't get new players because you don't have the budget. That's what 90 Day Fiancé is acting like now. now.
Is that, that he's gay, that he's into men, that he's, because it's the only way that someone could possibly not be into me.
This doesn't shock me at all. And actually, this is a good point. I will give this to her because she made a good point here, which is that Jen is basically criticizing Tim because there's no way he couldn't be into her. Now, Tim, he's kind of a feminine dude, so it doesn't shock me that there's rumors about him being gay. However, I feel like that Jen would probably say this about any guy she's with if they didn't just completely fall head over heels over her, trying to do everything she wants, dote on her nonstop, and basically give all their attention to her. If they didn't do that, then she would start spreading rumors about them. That's just her playbook. So them acting like this is unique to Tim for one reason or another is not true at all.
12, 13, 14.
So 15 transactions, but she says I never sent her nothing.
There you go. So he's showing all these transactions he sent to her, and she's claiming he never sent nothing. So we obviously, they didn't show him on the screen, I will say that, but I'm going to take his word for it because I think Jen's just a big liar and just a faker, and she's just trying to be here for clout.
Are you free this evening after this shebang?
Why?
Are you free this evening after we get done with this?
He's literally getting coached by Veronica. So they orchestrated this whole thing where, Tim's going to ask out Elise because that'll probably work. And then Veronica's saying in the background, almost like he's got an earpiece in, but she's actually really there saying, all right, say this, say this. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Tim needs to figure out his own life. He needs to figure out his confidence. I told you, Tim needs to get in the gym. He needs to get a little more confidence, build a little bit of muscle because he's really, really insecure, and start being a little more comfortable in his own skin. It's not even about building a bunch of muscle. It's just getting comfortable in your own skin. Diet, exercise, that stuff works wonders. But yet here you have Veronica who's got to tell you how to live your life. Nah, dude, don't do it.
I can't even name the list of troubles we have had.
So this is basically foreshadowing of to how the relationship's actually going. They're still together, but there's so many troubles that there's been. So if you don't think their relationship's long for this world, you're in La La Land.
So it's not just physical attraction anymore?
No, absolutely not.
It's more than that from the beginning.
Sure.
It's beyond that, absolutely.
Oh, okay, it's more than that from the beginning. But yet you were still spending your time with Rob, bouncing back and forth, and when Rob made you mad, then you ran back to Cole. See, she's just a liar. Like, she doesn't have a genuine bone in her body.
She never went back to Rob after that, right?
Oh. Or did she? Or did she? And listen to her.
Don't go there.
Yeah, she's serious about that. No, please, don't go there. Don't do it but you got to know they're going to play the clips. Just wait for it. They're going to play the clips.
Okay, that doesn't mean it's true. Jen makes shit up all the time.
There you go. Interesting. He's calling her a liar. Like 2 seconds ago, they're still together, right? And everything's good. And now all of a sudden it's like she's a liar, which she is. But it's just kind of funny how that fell apart just that quickly.
Colt and Rob to date other
did
people.
You?
So
yeah.
They could have perspective, which I think it was the purpose of the exercise.
Oh, okay.
Of the retreat.
Oh, that's what it was. That's how it was.
I think encourage is the right word.
Exactly. And he's got to point so she may not have gone to them exactly or said, date your own people. But the fact is, Rob points this out, that it's more than just saying that. Like, you knew that she was going to be pissed off. She ran to the other one whenever one of them made her mad. Like, that was really clear. You knew what she was going to do. She was not okay with you dating other people, but yet you needed to be okay with her dating other people. Neither one of them should have been messing with her as long as they did. I don't know why Cole is still messing with her.
If you care so much for him, then go.
I don't
Oh
want
my
your man.
gosh. This is ridiculous.
So, Cole, did you have a good time at Elise's room last night?
So basically, went over to Elise's room and said something about the fact that, he went there and now she's all upset about it. But in reality, she already probably knew this and she's just feigning outrage for no reason because this is kind of what Jen does. But shocker here, she makes it all about her to get anger and to basically take everything out on Cole because this is what she's got to do. So I don't know why Cole is there. He needs to leave. Look, I've had my problems with Cole, but all I'm going to say is get out now. We will see where this goes. Obviously, there's a bunch of madness going on and no one can seem to just get along. But then again, of course, that wouldn't make for a good tell-all, would it now? There's got to be drama. And of course, you have the drama fiends in here that are on the show all the time. So it's going to be nothing short of drama-filled, I'm sure, when we get to the next one and we see, I don't know, Chantel's girlfriend Ashley and her mom shows up. So that should be interesting. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, share with your friends. I will see y'all next time.